Hello guys, it's Ree here and welcome back to CSGO in a week, and let's just jump into the news pretty much. So first news we have right now is Navi beating NIP for the finals to qualify for the Blast Pro Series finals. So as you know, in the Blast Pro Series there are like three brackets, and teams complete those brackets to get into the final stages where there is like a out of the three player combination. Blast is a very weird tournament in that sense, but it's a very interesting tournament actually. So if you guys want to watch, you should definitely have watching these at least the live ones were really fucking cool, honestly. So let's just focus on these. And so first of all we have Navi beating NIP to qualify for the finals. Then we have Big qualifying for the Blast Pro Series finals, defeating Complexity. And then with the third and final team, we have Vitality defeating Big to qualify for the Blast Pro Series finals. So these are these are the teams who qualified through the bracket stages, through the bracket rounds, and made it out of their groups pretty much. I think then it's gonna be like a three-way something tournament, something games and stuff like that. Each team participating against every other team and stuff like that. And onto the rankings, and they will decide like the final one teams, and then there's gonna be like final two teams. And then there's gonna be another recent region game for the third place. So that's pretty much how the blast bracket works. It's very different from any other tournament organization, because like they run it totally differently. And over the LAN, they even used to have the host like the 6 matches on the same time. So that was also really interesting how this was working. So 3 matches at the same time with 6 teams. Yeah, so I got confused a little bit. But yeah, so that's pretty much about the blast. This year it's going pretty good actually. Some teams have recently making roster changes, are proving themselves, trying to like get into the zone, but none of them have made a proper impact right now. So Complexity, as I probably told you in the last episode, signed JKS. They did debut him against Big, I guess. Big or what? They debut against Vitality and they lost. And also the FaZe guys debuted Olofmeister against Big and Vitality, and they lost both games. But Olofon returning without even touching his PC for like last 6 to 8 months for CSGO, he returned and literally destroyed everyone on the server. He was 57 on his debut game against Big, and that was a really interesting match series, like because like all of firing up his all cylinders and like trying to be a carry player for the team. It was really interesting to see. Me, as I told you, being an Olofmeister fan, was a really wholesome moment for me to coming back to the whole thing. But yeah, that was pretty much the for the Blast Pro series. Right now let me move to the, as I told you, Olaf returns during the Blast Pro series. So yeah, that was tournament basis, and also there were some more things which was happening. YNK, the coach YNK left the FaZe team, and he is not doing very much right now or anything, and not at least been told yet. But he's possibly moving back to like the desk casting and analysis possibly. But yeah, that's kind of like a question marking move, to be honest, in my opinion. Like how Nico and YNK both are just leaving the team right now, when everything's kind of like looking like very weird in like a limbo for FaZe Clan, because they have pretty potential to be like a top talented team. They even have some really interesting talents like Brokey, and the legendary players like Coldzera, Olaf, Kajerbai. These players are literally on the ropes right now. And how can we forget Rain, dude? Like, this team not giving results is literally just a what the fuck is happening in this Counter-Strike scene movement for everybody else. And the FaZe should try to fix it as soon as it can be, or if they don't, it's going to be a really weird situation in the whole long run. But yeah, let's move forward with the news. And the first news we have, for this little rooster change update, we have Nemiga replacing the Godsend at the IEM Beijing. IEM Beijing, I think this tournament also going to be online, so I don't know why Nemiga couldn't make it. Why Godsend couldn't make it, but I think they're going through some roster changes properly, so that's why they weren't able to field their whole team, did the whole thing. And they decided to leave the tournament. But regardless of that, it's really interesting to see the future also. Then like these organizations were getting opportunities doing the online stages, online matches of the online season. Pretty much what is happening is pretty much online. Every tournament is online, so this gives them the opportunity to like showcase themselves, showcase their skills, and like get on top of the level. Like many teams have proven it. Like Big, for example, Big Vitality and Heroic for big fucking example. They have literally proven themselves again and again and again. And even like the New England Whalers, nobody even knew about them. Like the NA org literally destroyed Furia. But yeah, these kind of things happen, and hopefully we'll see more and more teams coming forward from that. Because when the LAN start up, I don't want to see like all the teams I know already like to try to dominate everybody else. I would like to see some competition. That would be really interesting, especially because whenever the LAN starts, the major is gonna be like within a month or so, like very fast. So these kind of things should be should be noted and should be kept in check every single time as soon as possible. Now, moving forward to the last news, we have Real Madrid's midfielder Casillero launches the Case Esports, and he's starting with his esports org with the Counter-Strike team. It's interesting, honestly, but I don't know. There are a lot of people who are coming to esports right now, like a lot of the celebrities, a lot of the normal sports players who try to like make a quick buck pretty much. But regardless of that, having an esport org and running an esports org is a really huge deal, honestly. And everybody should note the fact that regardless of like how much you're investing into the org and stuff like that, the returns are very diminishing. And I don't know what the business plan these people are trying to hold on to or latch on to, but I generally don't think the making a esports org or like treating a brand, an esports brand, it's going to be profitable in a long term if you're trying to do that. Because the top teams who are even earning a decent change are the teams who are literally been there forever, like Complexity, Cloud9, Fnatic, FaZe, G2. These are teams who are literally a brand in their own regions, and they have been making an impact since forever. So like trying to come there and like take their share, it's going to be really hard for you, because you are not that popular. And you try to use the star power into the esports scene, is going to be a little bit confusing. Um, with Casilio though, I would have expected if he did the FIFA team first and then move on to other esports. It's going to be really much interesting. But I don't know what's happening there, and hopefully, good luck to them. And good luck to them. Hopefully, in future, it's going to be really interesting. And moving forward, we can see more and more players getting opportunity to play for the top brands. So this is pretty much the end of end of this episode of CS:GO in a Week. I hope you enjoyed this video. And moving forward, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.